IRT is the newest variant, and it now accounts for a large majority of the cases. The CDC has recommended getting an updated shot to protect everyone 6 months or older through fall and winter. Senator Patty Murray has requested a federal audit on ICE healthcare services months after the death of a Tacoma detainee. Northwest ICE Processing Center is run by a Florida-based company. Researchers at UW's Center for Human Rights have documented a range of troubling practices at the site, including allegations of medical neglect, unsanitary food, and reports of sexual assault and abuse. And in our last story, State Patrol troopers and Pierce County Sheriff's deputies scrambled early Sunday morning when they got reports of a kangaroo on the loose in Spanaway. It turned out to be a wallaby, which is related to the kangaroo, but about half its size. Officers cornered the marsupial several times, but it bounced away each time until a trooper finally tackled it. The wallaby was returned to a nearby petting zoo. For KCHW 102.7, I'm Chuck Ritchie.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Getting started on a Tuesday. Let's do the big reveal. Yes, it's my beautiful sister, Val. Good morning, Val.
Good morning. I haven't had a big reveal.
Big
before.
reveal. Well, we were still on the logo, so I thought, big reveal. And there you are. All right.
Here I am.
Here I am. Yay. Look at me. All right, getting this stuff started on a Tuesday. We had a little lumps in the broadcast last night, but it appears we had to go into mono because we kept hiccuping and lower our bandwidth. And it looked like it fixed itself this morning. I was kind of worried about the show this morning, but we're up. We're good. Looks like we're broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, our website. Let's see. Yes, Facebook, and of course, live on 102.7 FM. Just a little warning as we go into the morning and broadcasting. We will be going down to low power at some point today. Chuck's going to go up to the tower and do some work. If that happens and you're, on the edge of our broadcast range or something, don't forget we are on several apps now. With the Android smartphone, you can listen right off the website at kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com. Also on TuneIn, Radio Deck, Alexa, and so all those places you can find us and listen if you have any broadcast problems. Because when we go on low power, we've got about a 15-mile radius. It's pretty sad. That's why they call it low power.
You're garbling just a little bit on my end, and I don't know if it's going out. Just every once in a while. I mean, not constantly. Every little once in a while, it garbles just a little bit, and I don't know if it's just what I'm hearing or not. So
maybe one of our...
Ken's already listening. Good morning, Ken. So Ken, if we're garbling a little bit here and there, let us know.
Let's see. Watch this, Ken.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. All right. How you doing, Val?
I am doing pretty good.
All right.
As well as can be expected in this heat, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Since our last broadcast, we lost Richard Simmons and singer-songwriter Dave Loggins. They say it comes in 3, so I've been watching.
You waiting for the other one?
Yeah, waiting for the other one. I hope it doesn't come in 3. But watching on it. And also assassination attempt on former President Trump. Today he announced his VP pick, climate denier J.D. Vance.
Oh, boy.
Yep, he doesn't believe we have any climate. It's about par for the course, I guess. So there you have it. No more depressing news this morning, maybe. All right.
Maybe.
Let's take maybe the weather forecast. We should get through that first today. Sunny, 98. Overnight low of 62. At least it cools off at night. Open those windows about 3 in the morning. Turn on all the fans. Get some cool air in that house.
Exactly. Yeah, we normally cool. Well, sometime it's been taking till like midnight before we're cooling off around here, which is unusual. It's usually when the sun goes down it starts to cool off. But yeah, it's been warm. So
gonna get warmer. All right. Partly cloudy for tomorrow, 98. Then sunshine throughout the next several days. It's either sunny or mostly sunny. Thursday, 99. Friday, 99. Saturday, 104. Sunday, 107. Monday, 106. Would you guys even camp in that kind of weather?
Well, normally no. But Travis and his fiance and their girls are I mean, we've planned this camping trip for weeks, and so we're still going, but we're leaving Thursday and coming back Saturday. So, I mean, we'll only be around 100.
Yeah, you'll miss the 107 and the 106, but you will hit 104 on Saturday. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll definitely be heading home Saturday. We are planning to camp up in Colville National Forest outside of Colville, so I'm hoping we'll get a little bit cooler temps there, but I'm not counting on it being a whole lot cooler.
So you're not camping near water?
If all goes well, we'll be camping by the creek.
Okay, so somewhere to
by
cool
Foothill Creek.
Somewhere to cool off, right? All right.
Yeah, it's very shallow there, but at least you could sit with your feet in the water. So, yeah.
Like my old place at Kettle Falls. I used to just take the lawn chair because the middle of the creek and the deepest spot was maybe 3 feet deep, and I used to just take my lawn chair, set it right there.
But then it's so cold, it's like you can't hardly keep your feet in it, right?
Depends how hot it is, right?
Yeah, exactly. How soon your legs go numb.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to be a very hot camping trip, but this will be kind of only the second time that we'll get to spend time with our grandkids, our new granddaughters. So it'll be fun.
All right. Are you liking having little ones around again?
It's so new, but I think it's going to be fun. We saw them a couple weekends ago. I guess I don't know if I told you the story about them deciding what to call us.
Yeah, you did last week.
Names. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking I'd mention it. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. There's very, very sweet girls. So looking forward to it.
Ken wants to go with. He says, "Camping in an oven!" ! Hot beers, hot water, hot everything.
Oh, could be very true.
Could I have some hot soup for breakfast?
1 minute. Well, one thing I'm assuming up in the mountains that it will cool off really nicely at night. But again, we'll see how this is going to work out. But hey, you just enjoy the good parts of it.
That's right. Here in Maine, we get a rainstorm almost every afternoon, seems like this summer. But super hot and muggy, and then the rainstorm just adds to it. And I noticed yesterday, it does, by the end of the day, I can do absolutely nothing, which is what I usually do, and you feel like you need a shower because, I mean, the minute you walk outside, it's like, okay, now I'm sticky. It feels like you coated yourself in bug spray or something. So very humid, extra warm year up north here on the East Coast too. So, and
it's interesting because, I mean, all we ever get in Washington, I feel like, at least in this part of Washington, is you'll go, boy, it's muggy out today, which means it's probably 20% humidity. we just don't get the humidity. So yeah, I mean, you get it a bit in North Dakota, but I've just never really lived somewhere where the humidity is super high.
It's weird. You wouldn't think places up north like North Dakota and even Maine would get humidity like that, but they sure do. It's ridiculous. I mean, by the time it hits 8 o'clock here, it's already uncomfortable to be outside because of the humidity.
Wow.
Yeah, you just and it's one of those things. You just step out, you start sweating. Somebody that's going to be sweating today, Ron checking in, saying good morning KCHW. Ron hails from Omak. I'm just going to guess Omak's usually about 10 degrees warmer. We just did the weather, Ron, who I also like to call Chuck. By the way, this weekend, Ron, you might want to head for the coast. 104, 107, 106. So add 10 to that for OMAC. That means they're going to be in the 100 and teens. Maybe
100 teens.
The 100 teens. They could be 116, 117. They could be pushing 120 in OMAC. It's just brutal. Of course, it's mostly sand.
But there's no such thing as climate change. Are you kidding?
No. Just ask Trump's running mate. Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. All right. Moving along this morning real quick. We did weather. Let's take a look at events coming up yet this week. You've got Tech Help at the library on Wednesday. That happens between 3 and 4. If you got any technical problems with electronic equipment, they will help you out. Food Bank on Thursday, 10 to 2. Senior Citizens Potluck and Games, 10 to 3. These are all off. If you want any more information on this is all off the Chamber website. Chewilla Farmers Market on Friday. They got a great year going. Tons of food vendors. So exciting. And different food. Somebody told me there's a Thai food vendor down there. So very exciting for Chewilla. 11 to 3:30 on Friday for your farmers market. Sunday on the 20th, there is a Fun in the Sun vendor fair. Bike show going on. Live music at the Rusty Putter with Rockabilly Space Force. And they are going to be
Rockabilly.
Yeah, they're crashing the show on Thursday with me and Chuck. Sounds like my kind of music.
I was going to say, you had me at Space Force.
Space Force. All right. And then, new co-hosts on Friday. I believe we've got Craig and Paula joining Chuck now as I slowly continue to retire. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take one step at a time.
one little step at a time. All right. Elon Musk's getting better at crashing his satellites and launching them. Yesterday, catastrophic SpaceX rocket failure again. 20 satellites fallen to Earth.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
He's losing more than he can keep up there, which, by the way, everybody in astrology hates his satellites.
Well, and it's interesting. So, I mean, his service is like, what, $120 a month? Something insane like that.
$500 for the equipment.
Yeah. So, what if your internet comes from one of those satellites that just crashed?
Although it could be fun to say, honey, the internet's out. Yeah, I just looked at the modem. It appears our satellite blew up.
Catastrophic failure of our satellite.
Yeah. Your internet connection just crashed on the roof of your house.
Oh.
It's possible. Just saying.
I actually saw one of the Tesla pickups in Spokane the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Talk about and it was an older gentleman. I would put him in his probably 70s or so that was driving it.
That's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't an older gentleman.
No, I said an older gentleman.
Oh, okay. All right. More space news. That's all I got today is space news. Space news. Astronauts stuck on the International Space Station even longer as more problems with Boeing's beleaguered Starliner. I wonder if they're going to be able to get it back to Earth.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys like it up there? Because you're going to be there a while. We're going to have to borrow another Russian rocket. And then the Perseids meteor shower season begins tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, clear skies all over with all these warm temperatures. It's going to bring thrilling flashes of light to the nighttime sky. Season continues through July and August before concluding on September 1st. Now, while you'll be able to see them every night, the hot spots are going to be in mid-August, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. All right, very exciting.
All right, yeah.
And they were saying
maybe we'll be able to see them up in the mountains. It's going to, no light pollution while we're out camping. So maybe.
Several other meteor showers taking place yet in July and in August. The Caprinoids, the Delta Aquariids, the Pisces Australids, the Alpha Caprinoids, the Otta Aquarids. Who names these? The Capucinolids. And if you want more details, space.com. Now, on the Capornids and the Aquariids, they're going to be happening together, which is a rarity. And they're saying like 30 an hour, 30 meteors an hour. Now, if we were cavemen, we'd be screaming.
You think the world is coming to an end.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I wonder, do they all start at that time? I mean, because as far as the meteors, because you said it's starting now.
No, they all have different data. What I gave was for the Perseids beginning and then peaking in mid-August. The other ones are the Caprinoids and the Alphids that are going to be going off at the same time. That's later this month. They didn't have the date in the story I have pulled up, but they're going to have that on space.com if you want to check it out. All right. Or Google them, Caprinoids, when to watch. Last space news, Star Trek. A lot of us Trekkies really bummed out. Discovery ending its 5 seasons. New season of Strange New Worlds been announced for 2025. Also, perhaps a streaming film, maybe a movie called Section 31. Which would be like a dark Star Trek. And they just announced that they're going to go ahead with the release in 2026 of a new series called Starfleet Academy.
Oh.
Go nerds!
When I think of the time and the money I've wasted on your training, and you still turn out to be a blithering idiot, you're an utter failure. You make me sick.
Oh, that's true.
Shut up, Wesley.
Ken says it's actually going to be not meteoroids, but a startling shower.
You think it's asteroid shower. It's just Starlink satellites dropping like flies. Oh,
what's that big hole in your roof? Oh, it's my new internet.
Oh, Elon, it's all come crashing down.
Yes. Can I do it one more time?
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Okay, I'll stop now if I have to. All right, I think.
So our adopted sister Sunny, last time I saw her, she was a little bit enamored of Elon.
Okay.
And so I don't think I've told you she's coming out for a 2-week stay in August.
Oh, how fun!
And so, yeah, so I'm kind of curious about whether she's still as enamored of him as she used to be.
Ooh. If she is, she hasn't been listening to him closely.
Yeah.
I don't know how. There are people that are. I don't get it, and I don't have to. That's the great thing, I guess. All right, other news headlines. We'll skip over it. Interview. Biden rejected accusations that his rhetoric incited violence against Trump and said it was a mistake to use the phrase bullseye in a call with donors earlier this month. Yeah, big mistake. He just...
it's like... we're going to get all excited about his one little use of a term that was innocent over a person who stood up in front of the whole nation and incited an insurrection.
Yeah.
So I guess we have, they have to find something to kind of try to deflect.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over that term that wasn't even meant in that way.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Stranger Things. Netflix released a new teaser from the 5th and final season of Stranger Things. I didn't even know they were going to do another one. That's very cool. All right. What's happening today? The Republican National Convention continues. Major League All-Star Game begins at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. And it's day one of Prime Day. I've already bought tennis shoes. Thank you. Itty-bitty ones. For my tiny little feet. Yes. For my wee little feet.
I'd thrown a couple things in my cart last night, and then I thought, I should probably just hold off on hitting checkout just to see if those items happen to be in the prime time sale category.
It didn't work for me.
It actually worked for me. So I was saving just I don't know. I'm probably saving overall $20 on the things I had in my cart. More than that, I guess. So yeah, I need to yeah.
I hoped for a few things. I did a few save for laters, then went back and looked, and none of them had went down. I was very disappointed. So much for my Prime Day. I bought the shoes anyways, though, because I needed them.
Well, there you go.
All
there
right.
you go.
Let's see. Let's move along. I guess I'm all caught up with news stories. We can move along to bits and breaks this morning. First joke is all you, Val.
Oh, I always get to start. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, my neighbor got their car ready for the big family vacation, and he said he put in an extra rear view mirror, so he's got one to see the traffic behind him and one for dirty looks to his kids in the back seat.
This is your mirror. Yours. All right. Here's a safety tip. My joke today. Here's a safety tip. If you're planning to spend a lot of time outside this weekend. You heard my forecast, right? 104, 106, 107. All right. So here's your warning. If your head feels hot, your mouth feels dry, and your eyes start to burn, you may have piled the coals too high in the barbecue.
It just reminds me, I love my pellet grill. Use it all the time. Love it. But that's the thing. If you're sitting outside and you start that baby up, the first, bit is smoke. and so you're choking on smoke. At least it's wood smoke,
sure,
not charcoal. But still, you're like, just hold your breath for a few minutes, people. It's going to dissipate.
I love the smell of charcoal. All right. 4 things you didn't know yesterday. Share, Val.
All right. Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear in case their pants split during a game. That's hilarious.
Tips for large people. Wow. Okay.
After its publication, the American who wrote the book Fiesta, How to Survive the Wolves of Pamplona, was seriously injured while running with the bulls.
That's called irony.
Well, at least he survived, so he had that part of his title right. A man who uses more household energy shaving with a hand razor at a sink than he would by using an electric razor.
Okay. Why?
Okay. Uses more due to the water power, the water pump, and so on.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. And fingernails grow 4 times faster than toenails.
You said fart.
Farter.
I heard a fart in there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm so glad that toenails grow slower because sometimes it's hard to get that foot up there to cut them.
Yeah, it is. That's called age. When you just look down and go, yeah, they'll wait a week. All right.
They'll eventually start curling over under.
Yeah. All right, here I come with 4 more things, Val. 4 more things you didn't know yesterday.
All right. So remember these people so that you can amaze your friends with this little bit of trivia.
Yeah, that's right. First up, world's termites outweigh the world's humans 10-1.
Wow.
I bet they're delicious and we could eat them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Roasted termite.
Yeah, they probably taste smoky like smoky wood. Because that's all they eat. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No president of the United States was an only child. Every U.S. president has had at least one half-brother or half-sister. Right.
Oh, okay.
Average person has over 1,460 dreams a year. 1,460.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Right. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't.
What?
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 What are they then? Are they still even fruit?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I want to know the criteria for determining that.
It's something, seeds on the outside. Strawberry seeds on the outside, and I think all berries have seeds on the inside.
And we never think of bananas as having seeds.
But they do.
But they do.
Yeah.
So when your doctor says that, when they encourage you to eat more fruits, but particularly berries, evidently bananas count now.
Yes. Alrighty then. All right, big question I have. I saved this all night for you, Val. You can have 5,000 of anything you want, but it has to be yellow.
Oh my gosh, what do you choose? Let's see. That yellow Camaro in the Transformers movies. Bumblebee.
You want 5,000 of him? Good job. Because all I could come up with is with those darn bananas. What do I do with 5,000 bananas? I'm allergic to them.
I want that 5,000 yellow Camaros.
5,000 yellow Camaros. That's good because all I could come up with was Legos and just the yellow ones. So that's a tough one, because there's not a lot of stuff that's yellow.
Yeah.
Besides cars. All right.
There you go.
All right. Here comes Val with tips. It's summertime. Chances are you got family dropping by, friends, parties, camping. What do you say when someone knocks on the bathroom door? Here's Val.
The first one, gold. You just yell out, "Come back with a warrant."
These would be great for the outhouse, too.
Yeah. How about, "Come on in, I could use some help."
Oh, that'd be great for a fair, and you're in the honey bucket.
Here's another good one for you. Just finishing up the paperwork.
All right.
Oh, and finally, just a second. Let me scoot over.
Which reminds me,
our parents had a 2-seater
Yes.
outhouse.
out at the lake, we had a 2-seater outhouse. Did you ever see two people come out of our outhouse together?
That's just bizarre, isn't it?
It stinks bad enough in there. I guess it wouldn't matter.
I can just remember Dad, because he'd go out in the morning to do his morning job with a cigarette. And so by the time he got out and it was your turn, between cigarette smoke and smell and the other, you're like, I'm going to hold it for a while.
What if you had a double-seater outhouse and two people came out?
We are two wild and crazy guys.
You'd have to say that. Wow. All right, we'll keep it going this morning. Couple customer service horror stories. The internet was asked about their worst work experiences with customers. We've all had them if you've worked retail at any point or had to deal with the public. Here's somebody that said, let's go back and forth on these, Val. Here's somebody that says, I worked at a fast food restaurant, and one night our systems were down so we could only accept cash. Man came through the drive-thru, and upon being told we couldn't take his credit card, he got out of his car and started beating the speaker system with a hammer.
He had a hammer, but no cash.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
I saw a dude in an Apple store argue with the workers because they wouldn't take his iPhone back, even though it was broken, air quotes. I heard the guy who worked there say, "Sir, this isn't an iPhone, so we can't help you." I looked, and sure enough, the person didn't have an iPhone.
Wow. You wonder how they could even operate the phone.
Yeah, no kidding.
All phones are iPhones, aren't they? There's probably some old people that think that, though.
Maybe.
I'm really grossed out. I took a drink of my coffee. It's been setting for a while, and I had put milk in it, so it had that skin across the top.
Scam.
Oh, and it's like I just swallowed a worm.
Do you ever drink kombucha?
No.
Oh, so anybody that has, and I make my own, so it's a little bit. It's more what you would call maybe raw. And so you get the tiny little scobies, and if you don't pick them out, it's like kind of swallowing a booger.
Oh. Not that we all haven't.
Oh,
all right. Thank you, Val. Here's a guy who says, I work at a pizza delivery place, and I told a customer on the phone that there's a 50-cent fee when using a credit card. He started screaming at me and hung up. Later on at 3 a.m., same man came into the restaurant and spit in my face.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Over 50 cents.
Yeah. Must be a huge issue.
No kidding. This person said, I worked at an ice cream shop, and one time a kid threw up in my tip jar.
Oh.
His mom just stared, didn't apologize, and then casually walked out like nothing had happened.
I mean, really, what are you going to do?
I'd say sorry and give them replace whatever was in the tip jar that your kid just threw
What if
up
it was
on?
from a whole shift and it was like $200?
Well, your kid just threw up in somebody's tip jar.
Yeah, I'm with her. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. What are you gonna do? Go into the public restroom and try to wash it up?
No, you just hand them some money.
No. I don't. I'm sorry. Apparently, you part with money a lot easier than I do.
Evidently, you're not a responsible parent.
Chances are the person getting the tips is going to want their tip money and wash the barf money off. Just saying. They want it.
Oh,
you're
yuck.
right. It isn't fair. I'm just. Will you watch my microphone? All right. Worked at a gas station. Guy walked in and asked for cigarettes. He says, I rang him up. He started to flip out and said I was ripping him off. Sign said $5.83 plus tax. He demanded to know why they were $6.35. I then spent 10 minutes of my life explaining the intricacies of sales tax to a 42-year-old man. Dumbity. Wow.
Which reminds me of a video I saw on Facebook the other day. This gal, I don't know, probably in her 20s. I don't know what the interviewer had asked her. She goes, but I don't understand why we can't fly a rocket to the sun. I realize that it's really hot during the day, but why can't we wait till it's turned off in the overnight?
It's turned off? Wow.
Yeah, evidently they just turn off the sun at night so you can fall asleep. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Ken says
All
put
right.
the tip jar in the cooler, and now you have 33 flavors. Oh,
Oh, yeah, Ken.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. I've got one for you. A customer came in with a bottle of Heinz ketchup and asked to return it because the ketchup inside was brown, not red. As a stock guy, I was called by customer service to investigate. Not only were there no other bottles with the brown substance inside, but we didn't even carry that particular size bottle in the store. Finally, it hit me to check the sell-by date on her bottle. It was 10 years old.
You think ketchup would last forever?
You would think.
You would think.
But,
all right.
Ew.
I don't know if it took off.
You should try to return it to Costco. They probably would have taken it.
I don't know if it took off, but there was for a while, it was a couple years ago, they were selling flavored ketchups. I mean, they're colored ketchups. It was still ketchup.
Oh, yeah,
but,
I remember that.
Yeah, that seems gross. All right. Here's the last one. Worked at a large store during my high school years. Couple walked up to customer service desk with an Elf on a Shelf doll and asked to return it. When I asked them what was wrong with the doll, they said it wasn't moving around at night like it was supposed to. It's supposed to be haunted?
Oh, goodness.
We bought this and it's supposed to be magic.
Just remember, these people have voting rights just like you do.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to talk about statistics. Smart people know what I'm getting at. All right, camping complaints. These along the same line. These are the same people, but now, instead of being at your place of work, they're in a campground. Actual comments left on U.S. Forest Service registration sheets and comment cards by backpackers completing wilderness camping trips. Val, would you roll out the first one?
A small deer came into my camp and stole my bag of pickles. Is there a way I can get reimbursed? Please call.
She probably did spell it reburst.
Probably.
Another one. This trails need to be wider so people can walk while holding hands. Wait a minute. I agree. No.
This person suggested banning walking sticks in wilderness. Hikers that use walking sticks are more likely to chase animals.
I'll get you, my pretty. Wow. I'd like to see those statistics, too. Trails need to be reconstructed. Please avoid building trails that go uphill. Come on. It's way too much work.
I'm in. I agree with this one.
Downhill hiking only.
Only.
Yes, with something that drives me back up to the top.
Exactly. Oh, this person complained that there were too many bugs and leeches and spiders and spider webs. Please spray to keep the areas rid of these pests.
Yes, I don't like the woods. There's bugs. All right. Another one, chairlifts need to be installed in some places so that we can get to wonderful views without having to hike there.
Kind of what you just said.
Wow.
How about this complaint for you? The coyotes made too much noise last night and kept me awake.
Oh, those coyotes. All right. Last one. Too many rocks in them there mountains. Mountains.
Besides the ones between your ears.
That's right. Ooh, that's good. Let's keep going with stupid stuff. It isn't being born with a man's lizard brain, where the woman is the evolved species adept at mothering and nurturing and feathering nests and capable of infinite empathy. The man lives for procreation only and toys.
And toys.
That's how I feel. All right, here are the dumbest things men throw cash at. Val, kick us off again.
Watches, evidently. Pick up a men's magazine or visit a website for guys. You'll be instructed by its writers of the importance of the watch. Ooh. We believe our lives will be enriched. We believe women will swoon. If only we pack an overpriced timepiece on our wrists.
Oh. I can't believe they're still even being sold, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't get it. There's like clocks everywhere in your phone. All right, a boat. Buy a dumb car and at least you can sell it. Drop 50 or 100 grand on a boat, however, and it's with you for life unless you're willing to lose half of your initial investment. It's kind of true. Kind of true. Boats rarely worth as much on the backside.
That's right. How about giant televisions?
Okay.
If you were to get inside the head of the man proudly carrying his 6-foot-long box through the door, you'd see a man of the belief he's bringing a slaughtered mammoth home to feed his family.
Big TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in on that one. Must go bigger.
It's because we're old. We can't see the little ones anymore.
Yes, exactly. Right. Exactly.
More things guys waste money on. We'll spend weeks, months trawling internet forums discussing pointless technical aspects of a camera. And then we'll buy it, and then we'll never get it out. Maybe once.
Have you ever spent like mega bucks on a pro level camera?
No.
Yeah.
I bought a nice one before, but never like a professional camera.
Yeah.
All right, home gym.
How about a home gym? Yeah. We wouldn't be fat. That gut wouldn't be so stubborn if only we could bench press during our leisure hours. And so we spring for our Body Max Nitro 3000 machine, and then we discovered to get results you have to maybe like use it and then don't eat so much.
Oh, that takes the fun out of it. These are some horrible ideas you have, Val. All right. Last one. Things guys waste money on from an early age. Boys are fascinated by cars and trucks. But once we enter adulthood, we realize automobiles cost money and lots of it. Insurance, maintenance, gas, etc. But even after paying off our cars and trucks, we can't be satisfied with being free of monthly payments, which is why a lot of men then add to their credit card with wheel upgrades, noisy exhaust upgrades, and the loudest stereo on the block. And yet the average price of the average car is parked 95% of the day. But we want to look sharp in that 5%. It's true. All right. Can you
it is so true.
Can you think of go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. I just said that I have a message into somebody on Facebook right now. I don't know if he's going to respond, but for a Mustang convertible. And so I'm kind of in the I need a nice car right now mode. I don't know why.
But you've had a Mustang convertible.
Maybe because it's been so nice out. I have, but I mean, yeah. I'm really itching for a Mustang convertible.
When I think of the time and the money I've wasted on your training, and you still turn out to be a blithering idiot, you're another failure. You make me sick.
I know it. I don't know what I'm thinking, but oh man, I've just really missed my convertible this summer.
All right.
So yeah,
I
don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's been interesting though. There's hardly any of them for sale in the area, and so yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. So
Wait till the end of the summer.
well, that's probably more than true, but yeah. And I'm the one I just went on Facebook Marketplace. It originally showed it was in Deer Park, and then the listing was changed to show Boise. So I don't know what's going on. So, but anyway, I'm hoping it's Deer Park because I'm going to look at it today if it is.
All right. What? And a Mustang convertible too. I hope it's not that one of those 90 models again.
No, it has to be, and I have a very specific look I'm going for. So it has to be in that 2006 to about 2009 range,
All right.
because I really like the front ends on those. They I don't know, they just look good to me.
They look tough.
They look tough.
All right. If you got a 2006, 2009 Mustang convertible, get in touch with Val. That's what we call a free advertisement.
Thank you. In search of.
In search of. All right. How about some odd but real business signs as we head to the end of this segment? Val, would you like to deliver these odd but real business signs?
Sure. This one was outside a muffler shop, and it said, "No appointment necessary. We hear you coming." On the door of an office building, it said, "We shoot every third salesman," and the second one just left.
Ooh.
This is awesome. In a veterinarian's waiting room, it said, "Be back in 5 minutes. Sit, stay."
Oh, that's horrible.
On the door of a computer store, "Out for a quick bite." And that was BYTE.
Ooh, clever.
Clever. In a restaurant window, "Don't stand there and be hungry. Come on in and get fed up."
Spit on one of our waiters.
In a counselor's office, and this seems to fit just the population in general right now, it says, "Growing old is mandatory. Growing wise is optional."
All right, let's finish this up with some of those deep shower thoughts. It's things that have been thought about while I've been taking a shower. First up, we've forgotten how great it was to be able to listen to an answering machine message live and decided to pick up if someone who was actually who we wanted to talk to. You can't do that. Well, you kind of can with the phone.
Yeah, we can. I mean, caller ID and stuff, sort of. But, you know, it's like, do they have anything important to say or not?
I find this the ultimate irony, and I'm going to stop doing it. We dress up for people whom we want to be naked with. That made me blush. Really? All right. Waking up at 7 a.m. and having a beer at 12 p.m. is the same as waking up at 12 p.m. and having a beer at 5 p.m. Yet, the former seems to be worse.
I don't get it. So judgy. Who came up with this 5 o'clock thing?
It's horrible. All right. Lions are referred to as king of the jungle when, in fact, they do not reside in jungles at all. All right. Val, eating 2 pieces of bread and butter seems normal. Eating a butter sandwich seems abnormal. Have you ever had a butter sandwich?
I have. We used to get them as kids. You just had a butter. You put butter on a slab of white bread and called it a snack.
Thanks, Mom. Wow.
And I'll go one step further, which I loved, but I'm sure a lot of people, for 2 reasons, would find it disgusting. It was Miracle Whip on white bread, and that's it.
Oh.
A Miracle Whip
Sandwich.
Yes. Yeah, not even a sandwich, because it wasn't 2 pieces of bread.
Wow.
It's just
It's because she was out of butter.
Miracle Whip.
Mom, can I have Miracle Whip on one side and butter on the other? No.
Oh.
All right, last one. This is beautiful. Alcohol companies never show a drunk person in their ads. Why is that? Because drunk people are idiots. They make no sense. They repeat themselves. They ramble on.
They get louder and louder.
Yes. Yes. She's right. All right. Sorry. Blowing up speakers this morning. All right. Moving on this morning, Val, let's do a little, you can do today's and I'll do yesterday's since we didn't have a show. Head-to-head trivia.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
That's my sister. I'm going to whip her butt.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
I want to have them answered immediately.
Yeah. All right.
All right. You have to give me a chance, an opportunity to get on the,
Inner prep? You weren't prepared is what you're saying? I get it.
Yeah, because you didn't give me a little heads up that I got to give you trivia today because my husband was just talking about it in the hot tub this morning. He's like, how come you never get to ask your brother trivia?
Because he doesn't want to look dumb. He wants to make me look dumb. You tell him that.
Exactly, okay? And that's what I told him.
Okay.
All right.
Did you really?
I said it's just because I'm smarter than him.
That's right. It's true. All right. I got 2 days worth, actually. So you're still in trouble. All right.
Uh-oh.
I think I might have more than you, so I'm going to start off. In today's dollars, first one of these household items sold for about $16,000. In today's dollars, first one of these household items sold for about $16,000. It's not a TV.
Okay. First one of these household items, I'm going to go with like a refrigerator.
Wow, look at that. That's her giant brain at work. Yeah.
Wow, I got it right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
All right.
That. Okay.
One for you. 500 million of these portable snacks are made each year.
Twinkies.
No, not Twinkies.
Do I get a hint? Because there's like 10 billion portable snacks.
These are about I'm going to go 10 inches long.
The Choco sticks.
What was that?
The Choco sticks. They're like something on I've never eaten one. I've seen them in the store though.
No, not Choco sticks.
Giant candy bars.
The name rhymes. There's 2 words. The names rhyme.
Slim Jim.
You got it.
Oh. All right. 3% of adult. 3% of adults. What?
No, I'm laughing because Carrie was making comments about our previous thing. She said for a few weeks we had peanut butter, bread, and pickles. I was a kid and did not understand we were poor.
Oh, she's trying to back me up too. I see it here too. Pepperoni. All right. So she's given tips, so we can look back if we get stuck. She was helping Chuck last week.
We can cheat.
Yeah, we can cheat.
Okay.
Phone a friend.
All right. Okay.
I think it's my turn. 3% of adults who do this say they often eat when they do it.
Only 3%.
Only 3%.
It's disgusting, but I'll go with it. In the bathroom?
Oh, well, I guess since you went wide on it, I'm going to have to give it to you. They are in the bathroom, but actually the tub, not sitting on the toilet like you were thinking. You're disgusting. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Okay. 1/3 of adults fights stress this way.
Alcohol.
I'm surprised the number isn't higher.
Alcohol.
Actually. No, not alcohol.
1/3. Chocolate?
I'll give that to you. By eating stuff that's bad for us.
Chocolate isn't bad for you.
Well.
Well, in the amount that you eat it, maybe.
Well, probably. I just think that number's low. Don't more people stress eat?
I would think so.
I would think so too.
Yeah. I eat when I'm sad and when I'm happy. And when I'm not doing nothing, I eat too much.
Happy, sad, bored.
Yeah. You name it. If I'm doing something, I'm eating. All right.
Yeah, I'm eating.
All right. All right. This is a brain teaser, Val. It's super easy. If you don't get this, we're tossing you out. What has an eye? What has an eye but cannot see and leaves destruction in its path?
Hurricane.
That was very easy. Look at that.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
You didn't even need to phone carry.
No. Experts on the human body say this travels at 350 feet per second. Per second.
You said experts on the human body.
Yeah. Yep.
Urine?
This one, when you hear the answer, you're going to go, I got it.
Urine?
But 350 feet per second.
Well, I mean, when you really got to go, I'm saying, look out. Do you know how fast it comes out, do you?
Step back. It's going to be a flood.
Whoops, I knocked myself backwards again.
Carrie, please bail him out right now.
Let's see what Carrie has to say. Yeah, still says pepperoni. Wrong answer. All right, 350 miles an hour per second.
Feet per second.
A thought.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but no, it's going to be, what Carrie said. I don't know what that said.
Blood.
And blood.
Only in a Monty Python movie.
You know what? I'm going to tell you that is a hint for you.
What?
Blood would be a hint. I mean, doesn't always happen, but this thing would be in combination with blood often.
So like a hurt?
Yeah, pain.
Pain. All right, pain. How fast?
Pain at 350 feet per second. Pain travels that fast in your body.
I want to go back to the bathroom stuff because I want to know how fast they go now.
Boy.
All right. I'm going to leave that alone. Let's see. Am I out of trivia questions for Val? No. Average person will drink just 2 of these a year. Val, 1 a day.
A cocktail?
Yeah, well, close, very close.
A shot.
Okay, I bet you've made one for every day of the year, but then you give them away.
I've made one for every day
Average
of the
person
year.
will drink just 2 of these a year, but
a bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine, exactly correct. Good job. Anything left for me?
Yes, breakfast bingo for you today.
I've never played breakfast bingo, and then we'll wrap it up with a Spy the Lie for Val. Okay, breakfast bingo.
Okay. All right. Remember the object is to spell bingo.
Okay.
First one, a stiff folder like office supply that has three rings.
Oh, easy peasy binder. You ever get your finger in one?
Yeah. Who hasn't?
You ever do it on purpose?
Oh, boy.
Okay, sorry.
It's home to Des Moines and Davenport.
Iowa.
A room within the house designed for the care of a young child or children.
I'm on Ann Wright. Nursery. I forgot how to spell bingo.
What you pour beverages into.
A G word. Glass.
Yes. Someone who's plain or average might also be called this. This is a little bit harder one.
Plain or average might also... It's got to be an O. Original? Ordinary.
There you go.
Ordinarily, I'm a lot dumber than that. Look at that. I surprised myself.
You did.
Carrie, nowhere. Oh, Carrie was there with glass. Thank you, Carrie. All right. Let's see. Spy the Lie, Val. All right.
Okay.
All right. There was once a Girl Scout cookie called Smudge Puppy.
Smudge Puppy.
Grappospasm is the medical term for writer's cramp. Grappospasm.
Okay.
Okay. Number that is considered the most unlucky in Italy is 17. Which one's a lie?
Oh, this is hard. There's no means of deduction here, I don't think.
Which one's the lie?
Which one is the lie? I am going to go with the Italy one.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It's not second choice?
And Carrie was with me on the unlucky in Italy. Second choice is going to be the Girl Scout cookie.
You're right. There's no such thing as smudge puppies. But I wish there was.
No kidding. No kidding.
I think that's another name for muddy
puppy?
shoes. Muddy shoes.
What would be in smudge puppies? I mean, if you had a cookie that you were going to call a smudge puppy,
I think it'd be all like it'd be like definitely chocolate and super gooey.
Yes.
Super gooey. Like and then like you can't get it off your fingers.
Like caramel and chocolate together
with some kind of white cream
really
filling.
Gooey. Yeah.
We've just
like
invented
really
a new
gooey
candy.
chocolate. I mean, really gooey caramel.
All right. Unlucky is unlucky number in Italy is 17. That's strange. Why do you have to be different? And grappospasm had to be right because it was so difficult to say.
Exactly. And yeah, I was thinking like I don't know. I was thinking like grab. You know, I don't know why, but anyway, I was thinking that one.
All right.
That's right. So.
Well, if you want to grab something, Val, grab some more coffee or grab a snack because we're going to break. That's right. We come back, we'll have today's celebrity birthdays, a little bit of history. Oh, we have the news attack, wacky but true, all coming up. Odd news will wrap up the show, and we want you to be right here for it. It's KCHW 102.7.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
It's not a tumor. Stop, monkey, stop. That thing will stop. Stop, monkey. Oh, that feels so good. No, that feels bad. No, stop, please.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, July the 16th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. The Republican National Convention is underway in Milwaukee, and the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump is a focal point.
There have been calls from both parties to tone down the rhetoric after the weekend shooting, but they're still finger-pointing, with Trump supporters saying he's been demonized by those who say he's a threat to democracy. And in condemning violence, many Democrats say Trump has contributed to the hostile environment himself. Mary Anderson, a voter from Arbor Vitae in northern Wisconsin, agrees the mood has grown overly toxic.
And there's no compromise. No one can talk to one another. It's just so polarized, and it's getting worse.
Anderson, who has had family members vote Republican, doesn't like Trump's overall tone, saying he's too focused on grudges. Political scientists say the democracy debate is in a deep stalemate because voters no longer have a shared vision of how it should function. Romero is part of a group of bipartisan election administrators, scholars, and others releasing a new letter demanding less violent rhetoric. I'm Mike Moen reporting.
Meantime, former President Trump chose Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio as his running mate, picking a one-time critic who became a loyal ally and is now the first millennial to join a major party ticket. The Associated Press reports it comes at a time of deep concern about the advanced age of American political leaders. The AP notes the 39-year-old Vance rose to national fame with the 2016 publication of his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy. Next to Washington, D.C., where residents are pushing back on a plan to build out existing fossil fuel infrastructure.
Washington Gas's $12 billion Project Pipes plan calls for upgrading existing infrastructure throughout the nation's capital despite the district's 2045 carbon neutrality goals. Environmentalists worry this will waste ratepayers' money and won't address ongoing gas leaks. Naomi Cohen-Shields with Chesapeake Climate Action Network says what Washington Gas is doing follows a wider national trend.
We are seeing things like accelerated pipe replacement programs. That's what Project Pipes is. There are examples of that popping up across the country. Again, as part of a playbook. Things like building out new gas plants like Dominion is trying to do, or new pipelines. Again, part of the playbook.
Virginia's Dominion Energy is moving forward with a natural gas plant in Chesterfield despite residents' objections and state climate goals. In a statement, Washington Gas says it supports the district's climate goals and believes residents will be best served by a fuel-neutral approach to decarbonization. The company is pledging to help D.C. policymakers achieve the 2030 climate goals. Washington Gas's parent company, AltaGas, faced similar community resistance from, among others, Cheryl Maloney with the Mi'kmaq Nation in Nova Scotia. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
Advocates note the Washington Gas plan isn't a great deal for ratepayers who lose out on alternative clean energy options. This is Public News Service. A new law just took effect in California that gives children on Medi-Cal age 12 and older the right to consent to mental health care on their own.
Before this, only youth on private insurance could consent to outpatient mental health services independently of their parents, and only in cases where abuse is suspected or the child is in danger of self-harm. Joy Alafia with the California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists says there are close to 6 million youths on Medi-Cal.
For communities of color, you're looking at 61% of African American children, 59% of Latin children, and 38% of Native and Indigenous children who are Medi-Cal recipients.
Supporters see this as an equity issue, allowing kids to get help for anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts regardless of their income. I'm Suzanne Potter.
Those in need of mental health assistance can call the California Parent and Youth Helpline at 855-427-2736. Meantime, mental health professionals say 1 in 5 Americans will have a mental health issue in his or her lifetime.
For people in the ALICE community, which stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, and Employed, financial issues can be mental health triggers. ALICE populations include people who live above the poverty level but still face financial challenges. Therapist Kenya Ward says many people in the ALICE community deal with depression and anxiety.
It could be irritability. It could be feelings of hopelessness, feelings of helplessness. And when you're working very hard and your paycheck isn't enough to cover your expenses for the month, that could be very, very disheartening. And yeah, it could cause feelings of depression, helplessness, hopelessness when you can't see a way out.
Ward says about 31% of Arkansas's population falls into the ALICE community. I'm Frida Ross reporting.
Finally, our Eric Galatis lets us know that Colorado is calling on solar energy entrepreneurs to put $156 million Inflation Reduction Act dollars to work, accelerating rooftop and community-based solar infrastructure.
Heidi Leithwood with 350 Colorado says families living in apartments or those who can't afford upfront expenses can connect to solar arrays built on top of parking lots and open spaces in other ways.
If you're not able to put solar on your own rooftop, the community solar program will create large-scale solar gardens that you will be able to hook up to.
Solar Garden subscribers can get significant discounts on their monthly electric bill. Developers that create the garden make money by selling that energy to local utilities.
This is by Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Hear us on radio stations big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
It's 8:21.
Programming on KCHW is made possible in part by listeners like you and by
Country Chevrolet. Country Chevrolet, located at 880 South Main Street in Colville, is a full-service Chevrolet dealership, offering a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles with at-home mobile test drive service available. In addition, Country Chevrolet also offers maintenance and service, vehicle rentals, and full auto detailing. More information is available at countrychevy.com or by calling 509-684-8400. KCHW would like to thank Country Chevrolet for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet,
ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
And we are back. It's KCHW 102.7. Thanks so much for being here today. Looking at 8:23. You got Scott and Val on a Tuesday. And Val, you should probably unmute that microphone again. We'd like to hear you.
Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
You wish you could mute me in real life, don't you?
No. Well, once in a while. Only when you're making fun of me. And she is brutal. Just saying. As sisters go, she's brutal. All right.
I have this, and I don't think you've had, because you haven't been on the side of me being like really annoyed or whatever. When I'm giving you, grief, it's just all in fun. But if you've really annoyed me, then I get what I call snarky.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So then it's like maybe teasing you in some way, but it's kind of vicious.
Okay. All right. So like what you do to your husband?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. At least she's honest. All right, Val, will you roll out today's celebrity birthdays for July 16th?
Sure thing. Ruben Blades is 76. Do you know who he is?
I
don't know who he is.
I don't. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Dancer Michael Flatley from Lord of the Dance is 66. Phoebe Cates from Gremlins and Drop Dead Fred, 61 today. Will Ferrell, I think we all know who he is, don't we, is 57.
Okay.
Rain Pryor from Head of the Class is 55. Corey Feldman is in The Goonies and National Lampoon's Last Resort is 53. Jayma Mays from The Miller's Glee and Mall Cop is 45. And Anna Lynn McCord, she was in Nip Tuck and 90210. Okay. I was like, what? I'm really bad when I can't remember 90210. She's 37 today. And finally, Mark Indelicato?
Yeah.
From Ugly Betty is 30.
All right. Ruben Blades, one of the most successful artists in history of Latin music. All right. Rock, jazz, pan-Latin, and other influences. He's also an actor. I've never heard any of his music. I've never heard of him as a musician, but I have seen him in a lot of shows when I looked at his picture. So there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. To moving on to a little bit of history. It happened today. It was 1955. Disneyland opened in Anaheim. Wow. 1955.
Wow.
Yeah. In 1957, United States Marine Major John Glenn flew a F-8U Crusader supersonic jet from California to New York in 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds, setting a new transcontinental speed record. I didn't know John Glenn did that. Wow.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
1969, Apollo 11 launched from Cape Kennedy, Florida, and would become the first manned space mission to land on the moon, or so they say. Okay. 1995, first book on Amazon sold. It was a really cool book.
Oh.
Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies. Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought.
Alrighty then.
Deep read. All right.
That's, company ran a garage in Bellevue, Washington. Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Let's see, 1999, John F. Kennedy Jr.'s wife, Carolyn Kennedy, and sister-in-law, Lauren Bissett, were killed in a plane crash off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. 2004, Martha Stewart sentenced to 5 months in prison and 5 months of home confinement by a federal judge for lying about a stock sale, which prompted Leslie Nielsen to come up with that line, "That's a honey of an ankle bracelet you got there."
Man, by today's standards, she got, a pretty lengthy prison sentence there.
Yeah. Chances are, though, let's see, Marjorie Taylor Greene just got caught doing the same thing. Chances are nothing will happen to her.
Yeah, there will be no jail time for her.
No. 2017, the BBC announced its first ever female doctor who would be played by Jodie Whittaker for Doctor Who. All right. 2018, 12 new moons were discovered orbiting Jupiter, bringing the planet's moon total to 79. Apparently just reflections from Val's house. I've seen their camera.
We've seen you on the camera.
And then they send it to people, believe it or not. It's true. There's a true. That'll come out when I run for president. Look, he was mooning people.
It's his better side.
Oh, do you think that would be like good for your election or bad for your election? Like if you're running for president and it comes out
that you moon somebody? Yeah. Well, if you have a sense of humor, you'd be like, yeah, I'll vote for that person. They're funny.
I have a mooning sound effect, and I was trying to find it really quick, but I can't. But I did find one that says mood ring. Okay.
Oh.
So it's about a mood ring. Remember mood rings? But
yeah.
I wish they had a moon ring. All right, 2018, Donald Trump appeared to accept the word of Russian President Vladimir Putin over U.S. intelligence services about Russia's meddling in the 2016 election. Well, my buddy Putin said it never happened.
It never happened. Oh,
nobody brings it up, but in all the stuff that came out afterwards about the Russian meddling in the election, and then the stuff when Trump was running the first time that came out about it, and then, when he became president, and then they took him, what was it? They tried to impeach him over it, and then say, oh, okay, it didn't happen. But then after everything came out, I'm pretty sure it did happen. Just saying. All right, special events with Val, and it'll explain, if you're watching online, why Val has some friends in the background in her video feed.
Yes, in my video feed background today, look at these lovely little animals. It is Guinea Pig Appreciation Day.
Oh.
Although I don't think either of us ever had a guinea pig growing up.
No, thank you.
I know, I did. And then my kids never had a guinea pig.
So they're too cute to be called pigs. They're too cute to be called pigs.
Yeah. Okay. Did either of your kids have a hamster or guinea pig or anything?
No stinky rodents in the house.
All right, today is also corn fritter day.
Which are pretty good if you make them with a guinea pig.
There you go.
What kind of bacon is that? It's guinea.
It's guinea.
They're so small.
Yes.
I'll need like 100 strips of this to get full. Is that wrong? Sorry.
It's wrong.
Okay.
Sick and wrong.
Sorry.
Sick and wrong. Fresh Spinach Day.
Yay, fresh spinach.
Yes. Personal Chef Day.
I need one of those.
Me too. Cherry Day.
Okay.
And then finally, World Snake Day.
Love me some snakes without all the hissing. Yeah. All right. Number of the day, 50,000. It's the average number of viewers of an American Cornhole League tournament across the various ESPN broadcasts. People watch cornhole on ESPN?
Evidently.
Oh, it's like dodgeball. ESPN 8, the Ocho. Extremely rare sport.
We like watching golf, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Worse, I think. It might actually be worse. I didn't know if there was... I'm the 1994 cornhole champion. I was. All right. Moving on to news and nuggets. And speaking of weird championships, Rubik's WCA North American Championship for the Rubik's Cube is set to take place on July 18th through the 21st at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Of course, it's in Minnesota. Organized by Cubing USA and the World Cube Association, the major speed cubing competition will feature top talent from North America and beyond. Next World Cube Championship for Rubik's Cube enthusiasts will be held from July 3rd to July 6th, 2025 at the Seattle Convention Center. So you Chihuahua folks, practice up. You could win.
Isn't it amazing how fast they can solve those, though?
Okay. Yeah, it is.
I mean, have you ever watched one of them?
I've never been able to do one. There's something wrong with my brain. I just get up and take the stickers off and move them. All right.
Oh.
Next story's all you, Val.
All right. Yeah. Men were asked who they would most want to take a steamy hot bath with. And, kind of surprised me, wives, significant others wasn't their number one choice. Second on the list was Margot
Wait,
Robbie.
let me get the sound effect in there. Come on. All right. First choice was their wives? Okay. Who was second?
Yeah, significant others. Margot Robbie.
Oh.
Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know who she is.
That's Barbie. The girl that played Barbie and the DC movies where she's Harley Quinn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And then women went with a celebrity first.
Wow.
They chose, and this was surprised me who they chose, although he is very cute. Jensen Ackles. I kind of knew him more from Supernatural. I've never seen the Winchesters, so
No, that was his last name in the Supernatural. Was he's one of the Winchesters?
Of the Winchesters
Yeah.
and Supernatural.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking yeah. All right, that word.
So is that the stocky, square-headed one, or
Women
the tall, skinny one? Which one's Jensen?
the stocky one?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He was also was in Big Sky recently. He played in that show.
Okay.
So anyway, and then second was husbands and significant others.
Wow, ladies. Wow, really? Really? That's because guys are used to covering their butts.
I'm just surprised it was Jensen Ackles, though.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, that's just an interesting choice, I think, because I would have gone with, Jason Momoa or something, although he'd take up a lot more room in the bathtub, I guess.
Wow. I'm going to need a bigger tub. That's funny. I'd take Jason Momoa, too. Wow. Yeah, and all that hair is going to clog the drain. Sorry. Okay. All right. Here's a guy who shared on social media the story of an interesting first date. The guy says his date invited a female friend along. She didn't ask. She just told him she was bringing a pal on the first date. And then the two of them ordered a lot of food. Sensing he was being set up to foot the bill, John left without paying, leaving the two women to deal with what they had racked up on their own.
Wow.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yes, good job. I wouldn't have stuck around either.
Wow. Okay.
Here's one for you. An Irishman accomplished an extraordinary feat by riding his unicycle the entire length of Ireland, covering an impressive 308 miles in 5 days, 5 hours, and 23 minutes. This marks Eamon Keaveney's second world records title. He also had a record for the world's longest barefoot journey, and that was 1,292 miles in 2016.
That sounds like, both of them sounds like things that would really hurt.
Yes.
Because you're going to walk the entire length of Ireland, right? With no shoes, barefoot.
Yeah.
And the unicycle, all right? When he got to the other side of Ireland, he had this to say.
Could you rub my butt? Could you rub it, please? Rub my butt. Back here, rub my butt.
Seems like it really hurt. Okay.
No kidding.
Yeah. All right. Scientists have discovered a cave, and here's Val to tell you about the cave.
All right. Scientists are buzzing as they confirm the existence of a cave on the moon, located not far from where the Apollo 11 mission landed over a half century ago. The cave, believed to be accessible from a deep pit on the moon's surface, was identified using radar data collected by NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. Researchers suspect that there could be hundreds more similar caves scattered across the moon, offering natural protection from cosmic rays and solar radiation for future astronauts. The potential for these caves to serve as ready-made shelters for astronauts is a game changer in lunar exploration. Building habitats from scratch would be time-consuming and complicated, making these natural formations a valuable asset for future missions to the moon.
Huh. I've always wanted to live in a cave. Now I could live on a cave on the moon. Cool.
On the moon. Yeah.
On the moon. All right. Let's see. I'm going to skip a few of them there. Last one. Most recent ancestor shared by all living organisms was a microbe that lived 4.2 billion years ago. This is all according to a new study that examined the genomes of 700 modern microbes. That's especially cool because 4.2 billion years ago is only a couple 100 million years after the formation of Earth, which means that things started happening pretty quickly on our young planet. And look where we are today.
Devolving.
Yeah. Look, you've de-evolved. All right, it's going to head toward the end of the show. We do that with today's Odd News.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, to wrap it up today's broadcast with Odd News, and we kick it off with the news attack. First sentence true, second sentence bad joke, and here comes Val.
All right, some supporters of Donald Trump aren't happy with his choice for vice president.
Okay.
But Mike Pence has given Trump's choice thumbs up from a beach chair in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I could have been his running mate, but last time he tried to have me killed. It's true. In case you didn't know, Belgian man.
It's true.
It is true. In case you didn't know, Belgian man holds the world's record of sitting on the toilet an impressive 165 hours, which we call here in America rookie numbers. All right. People like him are the only thing keeping newspapers in business in Belgium.
Your legs would be numb. How do you get off at that point?
165 hours.
I mean, seriously, though, a guy from Belgium, yet another instance of America's fall from greatness.
Yeah, we're such pathetic losers. Right, Dr. Vietnam found a caterpillar in a man's ear, so the patient was able to call off a search for his missing pet. Okay.
I want to just see that, turn into a butterfly. Amazon Prime Day is back, and it's today and tomorrow.
Okay.
And on one day, you may buy the very largest and high-tech gadgets. Then on day 2, you buy the improved version of what you bought on day 1.
I got it. This sounds excellent. Study found that we tend to subconsciously choose friends who are genetically similar to us. That way, when they blind us during paintball, they're genetically close enough to match to make up for it by donating an eye. Wow. Okay.
Go with a kidney or something, really?
Yeah.
And Judge Romania resigned after he mooned his neighbors during an argument.
Why would you have to resign for that?
Yeah. There's no word about what the judge and the neighbor were fighting about, but I'm guessing it had something to do with cracks in the driveway.
They got it on camera. Is that what you're saying? All right, M-O-N. That sounds spells moon. And we move along to today's Wacky But True. We don't add anything to these stories but a television or movie sound effect. And our first one's out of Germany. German Navy will modernize their older warships and remove their reliance on 8-inch floppy disks. Wow. The ships need the floppy disks for their data acquisition systems. Really, you're driving your boats based on what you have on some floppy disks? All right.
Oh, my goodness.
It controls the frigates, plays a role in the power generation, and more. The 4 F-123 frigates were commissioned between 94 and 96 in aid in anti-submarine warfare when they can get rebooted. Wow. All right.
Wow.
Go, Germany.
Say goodnight, Floppy.
Hey, just like Sherlock Holmes with floppy disks.
It's old technology!
What do you know about a plane that's arrived with a bunch of Germans on it? Germans. There's a plane with Germans on it.
Ooh, the Germans are mad at me. I'm so scared. Ooh, the Germans. No, they're so big and strong.
Stop it, Mr. Burns. Pretending you're scared of us, please.
Burns, stop it.
I'm German, and I like to be called Merman.
Merman.
The Mermans are mad
Mermans.
at me. Yes.
So am I doing the wacky but true off of the email you sent me?
No, off of Interprep today. Are you lost?
Okay. Because there was some at the bottom of the email you sent me, so I was just making sure.
I didn't mean to send those.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. A guy in Scotland was stumbling home after downing quite a bit of vodka when he decided to take a shortcut over a fence. He never made it. His pants got caught on the fence at his zipper. 2 passersby actually were kind, though, and helped him down.
Oh, live to the scene.
Hey, could be the Zipper Man.
What's that?
Zipper Man. He's a guy he repairs zippers on Amsterdam Avenue.
Happy birthday, Zipperhead.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Wow.
What's a guy in Scotland doing drinking vodka, though?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be Scotch? I don't know.
Robot vacuum cleaner caused a stir in South Korea after it escaped from a home and was found wandering the streets. The autonomous device managed to exit through an open door while cleaning, sparking a neighborhood search. It was eventually spotted and returned to its owner after it had cleaned up the neighborhood. Took care of all the crime and drugs.
Quiet, please. I am analyzing.
There's gotta be a way out.
Look, here's something. Escape. I wonder what that means. It's funny. It's spelled just like the word escape.
Let's go.
Escape from Chorgum Prison is impossible.
Remarkable.
Now, commence Operation Vacuum Suck.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm going to return us to Germany.
Thank you.
2 men thought they were getting a great deal. 3 men sitting in a car in Germany showed them piles of laptop computers, smartphones, and digital cameras. After negotiating for 2 laptops and several phones, the man handed over $860 and ran off with a loaded satchel. When the buyers wanted to proudly present their purchase to a friend, they found only potatoes in the bag and realized they had been conned.
So you get for stealing stolen stuff?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Been real busy with my research,
I don't want no potato. You know mashed potatoes give me gas.
Hey, how about a side of potatoes, my buddy?
You got it. One cheese on those potatoes. Oh, come on, make up your mind.
Okay. On second thought, make my potatoes a salad.
I like them French fried potatoes.
You know mashed potatoes give me gas.
No. You got it all wrong, Potato Head.
Potato Head!
Wow. Last one. 47-year-old bachelor in Romania filed more than 100 lawsuits because he fell in love with the judge and wanted to see her every week. I totally get this. I had a crush on a local judge once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Didn't do that, though. All right, he never told the judge about his crush, and when she finally found out, she said she felt pity for the man, which is what most women feel for me.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
And that's okay.
Save your pity for the weak.
What a bloodthirsty creature you are. Haven't you any pity?
No.
Do not show the slightest pity or mercy. Never stop. Go. Show no mercy.
Even if I wanted to go, my schedule wouldn't allow it. 4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
Farewell. There you go. That's odd news for Tuesday. I like that last sound effect montage.
That was a good one. I love the clip from The Grinch.
Yes.
Wallow in self-pity.
Stare into the abyss.
Yes.
All right. Hopefully you're doing none of that today, and you can enjoy a great day. Don't forget Dr. Jazz tonight, 6 to 9, 3 hours of jazz music, different genres of music every night at 6, and they continue on to the wee hours. Like tonight at 9 o'clock, it's the Soul Show, a couple hours of soul music to follow Dr. Jazz. Thanks very much for listening. Tomorrow, it's Paula, Sharon, and Chuck. Anything from Val as we wrap things up?
You know what? I know it's hot. I know you can be grumpy, all of those things, but try to be kind to one another today.
Okay. Do we have to?
I said try.
Okay.
Just give it the old college try.
I'm hot and I'm edgy. All right. Love to my sister. Thank you for being here. And thank you, the listeners, for tuning in too online and at 102.7 FM. Have a great day. Keep on listening to the radio. Chuck needs his job. Peace. Live long and prosper.
Could you rub my butt? Could you rub it? Please rub my butt. Back here, rub my butt. Please rub my butt.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
It's quickly becoming the Northwest's premier blues radio show and the coolest new studio to come jam in. Doug McQuain's Dirt Road Blues, Wednesdays at 8 p.m., only on 102.7 FM and streaming live at KCHW.